Hello children, how are you? Today we are going to study a very important part of speech, which is verbs. Children, I want you to understand one thing, what verbs are. Verbs are the action words, the words which tell us where something is happening. They tell you what a person, animal or a thing is doing. And because they tell what person, thing or animal is doing, they are also known as the doing words or the action words. Like a verb is an action word. What am I doing right now? I am teaching. So, where is the action happening? Where I am teaching. Because teaching is what I am doing. It is telling something about me. I am a person. And the word teaching is telling what a person is doing. So, teaching is the action word. Every sentence has a verb because it only tells what is going to be happening in that sentence. Like we had studied when we were reading the sentences, that a sentence is a group of words which make complete sense. We had discussed that all sentences start with a capital letter and end with a full stop, a question mark or an exclamation mark. Third very important thing that we have studied was that all sentences have a verb. So, what are we going to do today? Study what verbs are. Which are, a verb is an action word. Now let us see children what verbs tell us. First, a verb is a word that tells something about a person or thing. A verb may tell us three things. Number one, what a person or thing does. Hari laughs. What is happening? Hari is laughing. So, where is the action happening? In the word laughs. He is laughing right now. So, what a person is doing. He is laughing. Then to the second point. What is done to a person or thing? Now, the person or thing is not doing anything himself or itself. Something is being done to the subject. Like, Hari is scolded. So, where is the action? Action is in the word scolded. Somebody, maybe his mother or his father, has scolded him. So, it is done to a person. Then we come to the third point. What a person or thing is. Like, Hari feels sorry. This is the feeling which Hari is getting inside him. What is he feeling right now? He feels sorry. So, where is the action happening? It's happening in the word feels. Like, for a thing, we can say glass is brittle. So, what is the glass? It is brittle. So, we would repeat that a verb is a word that tells something about a person or thing. A verb may tell us three things. Number one, what a person or thing does. Like, Hari laughs. I teach. The boy swims. The girl is singing. Singing, swims, teach, laughs. What are they? Action words which are being done by the person or thing. Then number two, what is done to a person or thing? Hari is scolded. Something done to a person. Okay? Then the third one, what a person or thing is. Like, Hari feels sorry. Hari feels happy. Hari feels sad. So, feeling. Feeling is bringing out an action inside the person. So, these are the basic things which you should know when you are studying verbs. Children, now I want you to read these two sentences. Number one, the boy kicks the football. Number two, the boy laughs loudly. Read the sentence a little more carefully and see that in the first sentence, the boy kicks the football. Where is the action happening? It's happening in the word kicks. But what is happening? The boy kicks the football. The action word here, the verb kicks, is being transferred from the subject boy to the object football. First, the action was happening by the boy was kicking the football. Then what happened? The moment the boy kicks the football comes in action. So what happened here? The boy kicks the football. The action is transferred from the subject to the object football. These kind of verbs are known as transitive verbs, which mean passing over. The action has passed on from the subject to the object. Again I am saying, try to recall the sentence. The boy kicks the football. Now imagine in your brain that the boy first comes running and kicks the football. So what happens? The kicking of the football is the action. The boy is kicking the ball. But then when the football receives the action upon it, the football gets into action. So what is happening? The verb is being transferred from the subject to the object. And these kind of verbs are known as transitive verbs, which mean passing over. Now read sentence number 2 carefully. The boy laughs loudly. So what is happening? Only the boy laughs loudly. It is not, the action is not being transferred to something else. It's not transferring to an object. The action remains with the subject boy, because we are just talking about the boy, how he laughs. So these kind of verbs are called as intransitive verbs, which mean not passing over. Here the action has not transferred from the subject to the object. It is contained in the subject. So the verb where the action is transferred from the subject to the object are known as transitive verb, which mean passing over. Where the action remains with the subject are known as intransitive verb, which means not passing over. Okay, now children, now that we have read what transitive and intransitive verb are, we are going to study the verb be. Before understanding the verb be, let us talk about the verb tenses. Children, there are 3 types of tenses: the past, present and future tense. An action which has already occurred, it has already happened, is said to be in the past tense. Like, I was talking to Ben. You have already done it. That means it is in the past tense. Then present, an action which is occurring right now. It's happening. I am talking to Ben. What are you doing? Right now you are having a conversation with Ben. So that action is supposed to be in the present tense. And then future, an action which will occur. Something which is going to take place in the future. Like, I will be talking to Ben. You have not spoken, you are not speaking, you will be talking to Ben. It is very important for you to understand the 3 tenses: the past, present and future. An event which has already occurred is in the past tense. An event which is occurring right now is in the present tense. An event which will occur later is in the future tense. Children, now that we are going to study the forms of the verb be, you will understand why I had spoken about the tenses with you. The past tense, the present tense and the future tense. Because the forms of the verb be are am, is, are, was, were. Am is used when you talk about yourself. Like we talk about ourselves. I am an artist. I am a teacher. So what are you doing? You are talking about yourself. Then is. When you speak about one thing, you use the word is. She is a dancer. Right now, what are you talking about? You're talking about one girl who is a dancer. Are is used when you talk about two or more than two people. Those boys are playing in the field. So what are the boys doing? They are playing in the field. Boys, plural, not singular. And it is an event which is happening in the present tense. It is occurring right now. When we talk about was and were, they tell us about something that happened in the past. When we talk about was, you talk about one person. I was reading a book. I was, the event has already occurred. Were is used for plural, two or more than two people or thing. Like the cows were grazing in the field. Were, the cows. Now what is cows? It is plural. So you have to understand that am is an are tell us about something that is happening in the present, and was and were tell us something about that happened in the past. That is why knowing the past, present and future tense was so important for you. Children, when we talk about the verb have, it is used to show possession, that something belongs to somebody. Like if we see that we have has and have to show that something belongs to someone. Has. It denotes one person or thing. Like Ria has a nice house. You're talking about one person, Ria, who has a nice house. Then have, used with I. Children, you cannot use has with I, nor can you use we has. You would always use I have and we have. Then you have, or for more than one person or thing. Example, I have a blue uniform. We have a blue uniform. You have a blue uniform. Both the teams have uniforms, like for plural. Then had, which is used to talk about the past. Like I told you, something which has already been done, we use the word had. Peter had curly hair. Peter's hair was curly, but now maybe he's bald. So Peter had. You could always use Ria had a nice house. It happened in the past. I had a blue uniform. I had it. Then both the teams had uniforms. You're talking something about the past. So children, we have studied about the forms of the verb be and have. Children, we have come to the first exercise of verbs where you have to fill in the blanks with the correct verbs. I have given you 6 sentences where you would be writing the action word in them. What? The verb. Number 1. Nido is dash on the phone. What do two people do on the phone? I am giving you an example. Nido is talking on the phone. So, I am telling the answer in this sentence. Rest you will be doing on your own. Number 2. Amit is dash in the river. So, what would Amit be doing in the river? Think about it. Number 3. Asmi and Tia are dash with a ball. What are two children doing? They are dash with a ball. Number 4. Swami is dash clothes. What is he doing with the clothes? You have to see what kind of action word you are going to put there. Then number 5. Salim is dash in a chair. What do you do in a chair? Think about it. And the last one being Clara is dash a book. So when you get a book, what do you do with it? So please have a look at these 6 sentences because you would be doing them in your notebook. And we would be doing another exercise after this. We come to exercise B of the chapter verb, where you have to fill in the blanks with is, which is used for a singular thing, am, which is used for ourselves, and are, which is used for plural. So remember that when you are filling is, am or are, you are very careful. Is for a singular, am for ourselves, and are for plural. Number 1. There dash many flowers on this branch. You are talking about the flowers. Decide whether it's singular or plural. Number 2. This book dash heavy. Book. singular here. Number 3, the water bottles, plural, dash, empty. Number 4, the room, dash, empty. Room, 1, singular. And last is I. You're talking about yourself. I, dash, finishing my homework. With this, children, we have come to the end of the chapter verb. I hope you understood the concept of what verbs are and how they tell you what action is happening in a sentence. See you in my next class where I will be teaching you adverbs. Thank you.